Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of September 20th. Now Virgo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Virgo, just a friendly reminder that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. Make sure you're using the link below. I'll never ask you for money or ask you for a reading either via YouTube, email, or Instagram. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreons. Now this is interesting. So I use multiple decks in between these readings, and the Taurus reading had Temperance and High Priestess in the same placement. So if you have any sort of Taurus in your chart, I would definitely recommend you check that video out. But let me make sure everything's in view. Believe the Eight of Pentacles was down here as well, but you have it in a more prominent position, which is nice. All right, that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Emperor. So this is a really nice card. This is big boss energy, as I like to say. This is somebody who has the sort of energy of authority and leadership. This is quite generally a good meaning for business, just in general. And it could mean that things are going well for you in whatever it is that you do or whatever it is that you do for employment. And you know, this can signify like rising up in the ranks at work or something like that. What I feel like is going on here is there's an uptick in some sort of there's an uptick in your business acumen. There's an uptick in whatever it is that you do for enterprise because of the Two Kings and the Emperor, and we'll get into what else I'm seeing here. But this looks very good for whatever it is that you do for money. Some of you are self-employed and some of you work for someone else or at an organization. So taking a look here, right away in the middle, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability that you have that keeps you well provided for. You can see this person here is working away late at night, wrapping up their latest creation. And this is somebody who's virtuoso, who's skilled, who's an artisan, talented, a craftsman even. You can see that their latest creation is right here, but their other ones are hanging up on the wall ready to be sold or handed in. And so it says that you could be in those fields, anything to do with creativity. You could be in education as well or anything like that, but you could also just be talented in the profession that you do. And the thing is, the Eight of Pentacles will always have gainful employment and they'll always be moving forward. They'll always have positive movement forward in work. So this Emperor and this Eight of Pentacles is an amazing sign, as I've been saying, that something's hitting. And it's almost like for some of you, there's a project that you've done well on or that you're completing here, something like that going on. Now, in the past, you have the Temperance card. This is taking a balanced and moderate approach to life in some way. Can also tell you to, practice moderation in some area of your life, balancing out your fire and your water, not dipping into one side too heavy here. But this is a really nice card of healing, angelic healing as well. Now, what's interesting here, this is the a card associated with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, luck, abundance, And so there's a nice situation forming here. And you also have the Six of Cups. This could mean that you are healing from someone from the past. I try to bring in messages for love and career, to the degree that I can. Some readings just don't have either of them, but it could mean that you are healing from somebody from the past, maybe an ex or a different relationship with the Six of Cups and the Temperance. And I do feel like there was maybe an emotional situation or an emotionally charged event that happened here that maybe is still there might still be remnants of that event around you. This could have been with a family member, it could have been with a partner or even a friend. Something like that happened here with the Moon and the Six of Cups. But the thing about the Moon is it's temporary. Okay, it's a temporary setback. And for you, it's like the Temperance can also be read as a turnaround. So this situation is resolving quickly in your personal life. If you're dealing mostly with personal life issues, it looks like that situation's healing and resolving. Now, like I said, in this current situation, looks amazing as well as the future, but you have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So big energy of authority, wealth here. King of Wands is somebody who is typically like self-employed, could be, this is the entrepreneur in the tarot. However, you will find a King of Wands working in the workplace, but they'll be the most passionate person in the office or the room. And they really only are there because they have either a love for what they do, a passion for what they do, or a talent. Also very talented. So with this Eight of Pentacles and this King of Wands, it's like you get to you're in a nice position here where you kind of get to steer the ship in terms of your career and where you want to go. And there's a driving passion around a talent here with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And this is either you're doing some sort of enterprise, you're taking something up, starting a business, something like that, or you maybe already have, or it's like a project at work that you're like actually excited to be working on. And it doesn't feel like busy work. It doesn't feel like something you don't want to do. And then you also here have this Four of Wands, which is a card of foundations and achievements in the workplace. Can mean good things going well for you as well, meaning you've laid or set some sort of solid foundation for yourself. Again, around the Wands, this is sort of a card of completions as well, but positive endings, because these people just got married, and so it's a card of marriage. And so obviously, if you're getting married, it's the end of being single, but it's also a positive end, right? And it's the start of being married. And so some of you, dealing with a positive ending in your life. The positive ending could be with somebody from your past that's just not good for you, or just wasn't aligned with you, is probably what I should say. So looking here towards the future, you have the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. Awesome energy as well. So this High Priestess is interesting. This is somebody who is using their intuition to achieve success. This is somebody who is diving deep into the waters here and listening to the messages that come from within. It's hidden knowledge coming to the surface. This could be a spiritual guide that comes into your life, or a spiritual mentor, someone like that. It could also be, taking on more spiritual practices, which it's almost like for some of you, what I like to say with this Eight of Pentacles, this person's communing with the universe as well. Like if you've ever created something, it's more than just being creative. It's like communing with the universe. And I do feel like some of you are just like bringing that into your work and whatever it is that you do. You also here have this Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. Wheel of Fortune's positive change in luck. The wheel of your destiny spinning. King of Cups is another card here of authority, but a different type of authority. King of Cups is somebody who leads from emotions, leads from the water, leads from that sort of place. And it's also somebody who's good with emotional situations, like they can handle emotional situations to a high degree. So some of you just dealing with that Moon in the past in a good way. Let's see what else we have here. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video which will show up after you hit subscribe. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. And lastly, Virgo, really appreciate you being here. Hope things are going well. Thank you for spending your time with me. Let's see what else we have here for you. Okay, you have Radha, Soul Flame. rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. What have I been saying here? You're healing with this temperance and this moon from this person from the past. Very clear sign that that's what's going on. And lordship at transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. I immediately felt sacral chakra energy, which is your sexual center, your creative center as well. And you have that snake symbolism there, the kundalini symbolism. This is something that you're transmuting here. Transmuting, I feel like, sexual energy here into something. This could be a project, this could be a job, this could be something like that going on. You have remained positive, so don't dip into those negative traps or anything like that is what's being provided here. Reconsider and wait. So some of you really want to speak your mind to this person and maybe even start an argument or a fight or something like that. But you actually, what you're coming to is an understanding that you can be like the King of Cups and just handle it peacefully without major conflict. So let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional tarot cards and see what other messages want to come forward here for you. All right. See what else we have here. Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So that's interesting. There's definitely a fight between you and someone else, some sort of argument. So the Nine of Wands here is someone who's timid and shy and reserved. I don't feel like you've expressed how you feel to this person. Instead, what I feel like you've done is internalize something. And in fact, I feel like you're sort of just transmuting it, you're healing it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do I can't tell you what's right, but I'm not saying it's the right thing to internalize things, but I also am saying that I feel like you're just not interested in a conflict at this point. But the Nine of Wands is saying that it's telling you not to give up here. You have the Seven of Pentacles as well, which is a nice card. There was maybe a relationship that you thought was going to be long-term, but just isn't. And that illusion is being revealed this week and released, I feel like. And, that may have already happened because, the High Priestess can be hidden knowledge coming to the surface. The moon can be like illusions, things not being as they appear. And it's just what this situation wasn't long-term. Knight of Pentacles, you're moving towards dependability. And you're moving towards probably someone who is more dependable, but also your career, your job situation. As I just keep harping on this, it's like the Knight of Pentacles is a financial event arriving, but it's something that you've really put a lot of work into. And this is very clear with the Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Wands in the future here. Wow. The Star, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles again. Wow, you are major talent here, Virgo. You're a major talent. And with that King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, there's something driving you forward. And it's a skill. It's a skill. And for some of you, you're really cashing in on that. You're mixing the talent that you have, the passion that you have, with the business side of things, I feel like. Kind of figuring all of that out. Some of you are like artists, anything like that, or just creatives in general. You don't have to be. You could just be a builder. You can see that person sort of building something there. But yeah, you're building something here. And the thing is, also don't give up, because this Three of Wands is a small win. It's an initial success or initial victory. It does say that there's more work ahead, but this small win is going to build into a massive win over time with the Wheel of Fortune in the future. So keep doing what you're doing. The Star is a wish granted. It's like hope and optimism for the future, healing. You're letting go of this situation or this person from the past, and it's a major opportunity to heal, but you're also like in the spotlight right now. Okay, definitely in the spotlight. The World, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Some of you are starting like a social media account where you're reaching people from a distance. You know, this could be a YouTube channel, this could be an Instagram, a TikTok, some of you are streaming or something like that, because the world and the star is like international fame, if you will. But the way that that looks in 2021 and beyond can mean just through like having a social media account or something like that, building that sort of business. Some of you are doing that. It could mean that you are a maker or you do something and you're putting that online. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles. If you feel like something hasn't hit yet, it looks like it will in the future. Try to do the best that you can to the best of your ability to let go of any sort of feelings of poverty or, you know, scarcity, anything like that, because that's going to really help you get into a vibratory state to receive. Because right now you may be dipping into when is this going to happen, nothing's happening. But remember, you have this small win here that's going to build over time. You also have the Wheel of Fortune again on the bottom. So there's a major change coming in. Your destiny here, whatever this project is big for you. And then, like I said, this Three of Wands is moving into the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a big victory. It's the second victory in the suit of Wands, and so it's much bigger. It's that small win building into a big one, and you have that. So that's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, especially with the Wheel of Fortune twice, the World and the Star. Major completion of a cycle here coming through for you. This looks amazing. So let's see what else we have here. Imprisonment, courthouse, toil and labor, concern, poverty, and a message of concern. Wow. Okay. You got a lot of the hard ones, but what this is really telling me is, first and foremost, whatever's going on with the Six of Cups and this Temperance and this person from the past has left you feeling concerned and trapped. And maybe even this person was, putting you into traps of despair or something like that. But with these cards here, you're transforming that, and you're doing it through hard work, and you're doing it through the talents that you have. Okay. You're also getting an outcome that you deserve here with the courthouse. You're getting a fair shot at something. And in the future, you have this distant horizon, which is innovation. It's good things ahead. It's good times ahead. And definitely, I feel like that is the case for you as you move towards this passion. So it's the message here is to not give up, as cliche as that is, and just keep building on the small wins. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.